So Vince, you got the sound thing figured out?
I do.
I was ready to choke you after that last meeting.
Phone calls.
Well, I was.
Darn Terry, what the hell are we gonna do when you're gone?
This would be pretty boring council
Oh,
meeting.
man.
Jackson, Bob?
You'll never
That's okay, I'll be in the back shooting spitwads. What are you looking at?
Good morning to you too. So pleasant.
Good morning, Kirsten.
So, now behave when the fourth graders get here, you want
I
to
will.
scare them.
I'm about the same level as they are.
Yeah, but you still might
Well,
scare
I don't know about that.
Yeah. The whole class is coming?
them. I guess. That's pretty cool.
I imagine they're walking up here right now. Thank you, Kathy, for the, whatever you call it.
Oh, you're
Puppy
very
chow.
welcome. Yes.
Puppy chow,
Very,
thank
very
you.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Wrong Kathy.
It says good on here.
Is there somewhere I should go to?
Good Kathy?
I should have put that on there.
There's no good Kathy anymore because they're both clerks.
You should have that. Yeah, it should be right on the page. Go to the main page, go to the page that sends it.
So you're being replaced shortly by
Yep. I think that's awesome.
Is he gonna palm a gavel at me?
I think he does get to. Oh, good morning. Yeah.
Morning, Barrister.
Hello, morning.
Morning,
Good
Joe.
morning, Joel.
Yeah. But I already hired a campaign manager. Where's the other Kathy?
She ran on.
Going all
Flares?
Flares.
Put a sign.
Yeah, you're actually.
I'm gonna have to spend money, doggone it. Well, I got away with it the first two times, so.
So you got 2 rounds in?
Because Travis was on the council when I first started. And Ron there now. Ways of going. Oy.
Good.
How come you got one of her cards and I don't?
I'm special.
Thanks, Kathy.
No.
I don't want one, I got fired anyway. I haven't seen
Behave.
Juice is open, very some.
Behave.
I mean, Kirsten?
What are you saying, there's a lot of lumps
The
of coal
podium
on
so that the kids will be on the screen when they read. We're gonna move that podium so the children, when they read,
Oh, okay.
we want them on screen.
Okay.
You good there?
I was not prepped on that.
Well, make sure you get my good side, Vince.
Part of the problem with that there is we've got so much light that it's whitewashing that out.
I think that's just my shining,
It's your aura.
Oh,
It's your aura.
pull the shades
just
in.
my persona,
I don't think so, Joel.
because we're the tribe.
You are an attorney, remember that.
That's pretty smart.
It's a good thing I've got coffee.
Wonder who gave her that idea.
My hat on.
This way?
What?
Perfect. You don't want that glare, Glenn.
Okay, good.
Vince is in the dark and he's got a glare already anyway. Small crowd today.
Can't cover it for sex machines, but that's why I don't compare.
Oh, it's almost time. I suppose you gotta wait for the kiddies to get here. Y'all done a Christmas baking?
Most of them are,
Yeah.
Cooking,
we're
whatever you
starting
do.
with stuff.
There they are.
Come on in.
Good morning.
Hi there.
Welcome. Hello, everybody.
Okay, come on in down.
Got a hard hat. What?
Okay. Bring this over here. Okay, we're gonna start the meeting a little bit differently than regular. So we've got the 4th grade class here today, and we've got mayor for the day. So I would like to award certificates to the winners. There are 3 winners. And for those of you that don't know, this is a statewide contest, and the classes that participated was the 4th grade, and they were asked to say what they would do if they were mayor. So I'd like to announce the winners. So we'll start with 3rd place, and if you want to come up to the front here, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, Amani Pemberton. So you'd like to come up here. And then we'd like you to, congratulations, read your speech. Is that okay? Sure. Okay. So if you want to stand right here
Face the camera.
and then face right over here.
If I was mayor of the day, if I was mayor for a day, I would work my best to help and keep the town in tip-top shape. But I would also be careful about spending money. I would make sure the parks are clean and safe. I'd make a little festival in the town on the Earth Day. The person who picks up the most trash wins a prize. I'd like to replace the whale ride across from the shortstop at the park. I would also like to repaint the park equipment. A lot of the paint is worn off and faded. I would build a pet shop since many people in the town own pets. I would like to build more houses and streets in case more people would want to move in. I would also consider selling some land to get money and upgrade the library. I would get more books for people who come to the library. I would also paint more flowers and trees. Plant more flowers and trees to make the town look better. I would repave the roads, make them smoother, so they are less bumpy. I can also maybe build a snow shop that sells snow gear and sleds, since some kids like to go sledding down the hill by the lake. This is what I would do as mayor for a day.
Okay, 2nd place winner is Madison Fisher. Congratulations. Would like to hear? Do you want me to read it for you? Okay. Okay, you want to stay up here with me though? All right, great. So, Mayor of the Day by Madison Fisher. If I was mayor of the day, I would build more houses in Babbitt so more people can live here. I would also build a new park for the school because it is getting old. The park across the street from Shortstop needs to be fixed. There is equipment that is broken. It would be nice to update the skate park because there's a whole bunch of trash under the ramps. I don't think the ramps should be wood because kids can get slivers. I would advertise for more stores in Babbitt and an arcade. A trampoline park would be fun for the kids here in Babbitt. We should find a way to get more people in Babbitt, Minnesota. To take care of our town, I would like to start a contest on Earth Day for all people to help pick up trash. There would be first, second, and third place winners. This is what I would do if I were mayor of the day. And the first place winner, Blake Stahlberger. There you go. You want to read it? Okay, you want to stand next to me now? Okay, congratulations. If I were mayor for a day, I would build a new skate park. Right now it's dangerous with many holes on the sides of the boards. The ramps can be dangerous because of the wheels of a skateboard can get caught. For skateboarders, this would cause all of them to fall and hurt themselves. I would also get rid of potholes in the streets so they will be smoother for driving cars and riding our bikes. I would like to advertise the city of Babbitt to get more people to move here. Babbitt is a nice place to live. We live close to Birch Lake, which has a great beach, campsites, and good fishing. I would like to build a ropes course and an escape room. This would be fun for people to use. I would like to bring back the carnival during Peter Mitchell days and put up a water slide in Birch Lake during the summer. This will bring many tourists. It would be great to build a mall over by the shooting range. The city should also get Tesla chargers at the gas stations. It would be also great to build a public swimming pool in the valley area across the street from Zup's. This is what I would do if I was mayor for a day. So, I would like, Blake, I'd like you to call the meeting to order, if that's okay. So I need you to come up here and just say gavel.
What you said?
Come on around.
So I'll let you stand over here. And then what I need you to say is, I'd like to call this meeting to order. And then whack it.
I'd like to call this meeting to order.
Good job. Oh my goodness.
Wait.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Do you get to keep this? Okay, that's yours. That's great. That's awesome. There you go. Okay, so as Mayor today said, he called this meeting to order, so roll call, please.
Lassie.
Here.
Swedajewski.
Here.
Hoheisel.
Here.
Anderson.
Here.
Zupantic.
Here, rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is anyone here for public input?
I am.
Okay. Okay.
I just want to take this opportunity, since it's my last council meeting for a while, to thank the citizens of Babbitt for giving me the honor of serving them up here for 8 years. It was an honor. I'd also like to thank fellow councilors and Madam Mayor. It was a ride, sometimes bumpy, most of the time smooth. I'd also like to thank the city attorney, Joel, for putting up with me.
Someone had to do it.
I know. You were a good man for the job. Then I'd also like to thank city employees. And last but not least, I'd like to do a special thank you to the staff at City Hall who have been there who were there for the last 8 years. A lot of times they're taken for granted, but they make this job a lot easier. And they do a very good job, and I think they deserve an awful lot of thanks. And I know I'm very grateful for the help that they provided me over the last 8 years. Thank you. Why, are you crying already?
He was trying not to today, so. All right.
Mayor, while you compose yourself, I would like to thank you and Councilor Swedajewski for your service. As you leave the council, I think you can hold your head up very high for what you've accomplished. I really enjoyed working with you, and I hope you're for the best. And now I'm getting emotional, so.
You want a tissue?
Yeah.
Oh, you start crying, I'm leaving.
No, I won't cry. You did do a stand-up job.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor, Councilor Swedzinski, I'm honored to work with you, have worked with you, and couldn't ask for better people.
I think this council on the
Yeah.
whole did a good job the last 8 years. We got a lot accomplished.
As a department head that's been here for almost 15 years, I would absolutely have to agree.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, everyone. All right, so additions and deletions. We don't have any additions other than what's already under 7B, some updated reports, as well as under 9A, additional options. So we'll just go on with the consent agenda. So approve the minutes of the regular meeting of December 6th, 2022. Approval of all bills and payrolls is audited by the audit committee along with the updated reports. The overtime report, the summary of funds, the transfer of funds, and the correspondence.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Agenda.
Okay, motion by Hoheisel, second by Swedzinski. Any discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Lassie.
Yes?
Swedzinski.
Aye.
Hoheisel.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Duplantis.
Yes, motion carries. Attorney's report.
Even if I had anything, Mayor, I would say nothing at this time, just so I can hear it one more time.
Excellent.
Thank you, Joel. Okay, unfinished business. We've got the wireless internet options for the Babbitt Campground and RV Park, 9A. So, Councilman Hoheisel and Councilman Lassie, have you looked through these? Do you have any comments?
Well, Madam Mayor, when I looked through them, we didn't get prices, is what I can see on here, on what it would cost a month on some of them. So I think we should table this until we get staff to nail that down so that we can better look at it. Because it does not say what the monthly cost would be on a couple of them. So in order to make them all apples, so we can look at it comparably, I think we should just table it until we get everything in.
Need a motion for that?
I'd make it a wow.
Can I interject for a second?
What?
So we had talked a little bit before the meeting, and I think it'd be great to get like CTC and Zito for sure to do a conference call just to explain things a little bit better, because we in the office didn't really get the internet that much. As far as monthly costs, I know that Treehouse, their quote is just for the setup. We would still have to contract out monthly services. And then CTC is the only one that have monthly cost.
I would like to see a sort of a spreadsheet thing where we've got them all in one, on one sheet of paper so we can compare. Because I see some of them, like Glenn, have a monthly charge and some don't have a setup charge. So it's really hard to tell what we're looking at here. So I'd like a little more comprehensive study on this.
So I take it as that will be tabled. Okay, Assistant Recreation Coordinator wages, 9B. Wanna come up?
Yeah.
You're gonna start crying, are you?
No, I hope not. So, I think there's a letter from the union rep. We still have had no applicants. I contacted Vermillion, the Ely Chamber of Commerce, the Workforce Center in Virginia, it's in the Timber Jay, the Ely Echo, and the Babbitt Weekly. So that's just the facts of where we're at with the job and applicants. But
It's in this week or last week?
it was in last Friday, it started. Yeah.
So it's safe to say it's only been in there 4 days.
Yes, so it's only been 4 days.
We haven't
Yep.
heard anything. or-
No, we have no applicants. You know, something to consider. If it doesn't happen today, it's something to consider about the wages. We have
You're
time.
limited on your hours, so you're gonna have to have an assistant eventually because you can only put in so many hours a week.
Yeah, so I have gone over 32. I was told that was okay during this time without the assistant. I've gone over 32, but with the tournament and the snowstorm, I was a little bit busier, so I haven't had time to get to other things. But we're surviving, but it's something to consider if we don't have applicants in the near future, you know.
Is the office staff able to help you with anything?
There are things that they have helped me with, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like they could probably help you with quotes, at
Yeah.
least, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so what are you recommending then?
Well, I don't know what the letter from the union rep said, so I haven't seen that yet. Because we had asked that they be here, but they sent a letter.
Okay.
So it just says that a simple letter of understanding could make a salary change work, is essentially what the correspondence from him says.
Okay. I've had people ask me in the street about the position and say, well, you know, they ask about it and then they ask about the wage and then that's the end of the conversation. So you know, where it's at.
Well, it sort of sounds like to me that the union would accept the wage increase. And I think we can get an MOU on that. So I think we should go ahead and set the wage, what we were talking, was it up to 16?
It's at 16 right
It's
now.
at 16.
But we do the 90% for the whole first year, so they will only make $14.50 the first year, I believe.
Is an MOU the same as a letter of understanding?
That's what, it's a memo of understanding,
Oh.
LO, yeah,
Letter of
letters or memos or. So they're all the same, so I think if we propose a wage, send it to the union and have them agree to it, I think we can move on. I
You know,
don't see where they're gonna oppose
We
it.
might still not get applicants even after we raise it, we don't know.
One
but
step at a time.
Right, so it's a,
I myself, I don't think raising the wage right now before we get an applicant would benefit the city at all.
okay.
I mean, we'd just be opening the doors for a lot of the departments to do that. And I think we should maybe get a few applicants, see what the, you know, and then go from there, and then, you know,
Can we,
during union negotiations is the time to start talking wages
can we
and
give it a
points and
time
everything.
limit? Can we give it a time limit, like if we don't have an applicant by this date, let's consider taking action to make this job more appealing?
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Because the negotiations aren't until June or July.
That's just my opinion.
Aaron, any thoughts?
No.
Glenn?
Yeah, what we have to look at, and unfortunately, it's something that we don't like to do, but there's a point system.
Yes.
And if we raise this individual's wages up to that, we're right below the assistant librarian. So we've raised that point system 20-some points. And that opens a can of worms as far as I can see, because I'm sure the assistant librarian's gonna come in and say, wait a minute, you handed out 20 points and raised this individual up to my salary, I'm sure gonna want it to be raised also. So we have to look at it that way also. So it's something I think we need, you know, we'd have to look at closely.
Almost anyone could say that then, couldn't they?
Exactly, when you're raising that
And I don't know
position.
anything about point systems.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys do, so.
Yeah.
Then there's a big foot in the door if we do that.
That's the only thing I'm worried about is that, you know, when we start that, you know, everybody's gonna wanna get 20 points out of the deal and start from the bottom all the way up and get an additional 20 points. So,
Well, so then let's give it a time limit to see if we get applicants, and if we don't, well, then let's consider just what we have to do to make this feasible, even if we only have one employee.
well, our other option too is, you know, we do the 90, we could waive that 90% and actually bring it to 16 immediately.
I would be in favor
You
of
can do
that,
that?
to get applicants.
You know,
Okay,
and that's something the
Okay.
council can do, we don't even need a letter of understanding.
Right.
So, you know, that is an option, I think.
Let's give it a couple weeks, at
Okay.
least until the first of the year.
okay,
And then we get
We'll
a new
revisit
council
it.
put in,
yeah, there's a lot
and
of
then
changes.
we'll revisit it.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Kaden. Okay, hours of the recycle shed and recycle center employees, 9C. So it looks like you had a meeting on December 16th.
Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, Mayor, we met with Paul and I and Kathy and Nancy Orcott. Oh,
Me, Terry,
Square.
Paul.
Terry, yeah. Sorry. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
We don't even look alike.
Well, there's benefits to
Boy,
that.
thank God for the whole miracle.
But anyhow, in your packet, you can see what we came up with as far as the hours. We sort of agreed to keep the employees there from Tuesday through Saturday. One employee would open the recycle shed in the morning, and the other one would close it at the end of the day. This way, we would keep the recycle shed open 5 days a week and provide greater access for the community. So nothing else would change except for the agreed wage settlement we did, and plus increased hours.
More days for the public to gain access to it,
Yeah.
which I know a lot of people have a hard time doing it now. I'll make a motion to adopt this.
Okay, motion by Suda
I'll
Juicy,
second it.
second by Lassie. Any discussion?
We did put a 6-month trial to be reviewed in
Right.
6 months. So we go from beginning in January through June, and we would review it in July to see how it's working.
Yeah, this would start January 3rd.
Yeah.
I do think we need somebody to go adjust that sign, either take it down or put some tape over the hours that are there now. Otherwise, we will confuse a lot of people.
You put tape over, it's gonna look like a hillbilly outfit, so you gotta get.
I'll order another sign,
Alright, there you go.
a lot.
Don't you have one that's already?
I don't have one with those hours on it, no.
Thanks, Tony.
You're all right, Tony.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 10, committee reports. Appoint the ambulance department officers for 2023. Ambulance supervisor of Matt Littler. Assistant ambulance supervisor Sherry Fiero. Training officer Rebecca Littler.
Just one question. Shouldn't that have been a roll call? There's more
It
hours.
should have
it's a
been, there's money
contract,
involved.
There's
Yeah.
money involved. It
It's
should have
the
been.
same hours.
No, it's not. Right now, it's just 2 hours.
They're getting
2
more
days.
hours.
They are getting
Now
more?
they're
I thought
getting,
they
They're
were
getting the
just
same as
spread
they
out.
are right now.
they're getting 10 instead of 4.
All right, okay, then let's go back to that and just do a roll call, please.
Lassie,
Yes.
Swedajewski,
Alright,
Hoheisel,
Yes,
Anderson.
Yes.
DuPont.
Yes, motion carries.
thank you.
I thought it was the same amount of hours.
No.
Just spread out.
No, 4 to 10.
Okay, so back to appointing the ambulance department officers.
I'm
So-
making a motion to appoint the officers that are listed here, as they're listed.
For the ambulance department.
Yeah.
Okay, motion by Swedajewski. Do we have a
I'll
second?
second that.
Second by Anderson. Any discussion?
Yeah, just so people are aware, me and Paul did this interview, and let me tell you, it was very hard to do, very hard. The individuals that were on this, any one of them could have filled any one of these positions. It was that good. It came down to like 1 or 2 points between people. That's how tight it was. And so hats off to that ambulance crew. They have a very good bunch of people that are in that positions, and any one of them could have stepped up and take over this position. So it did make it real tough for me and Paul to actually come home to this, but excellent choices.
Roll call, please.
Lassie,
Yes.
Swedajewski,
Aye.
Hoheisel,
Yes,
Anderson.
Yes.
DuPont.
Yes, motion carries. Appoint the fire department officers for 2023. Fire Chief Tony Chamberlain, Assistant Fire Chief Andy Orlovich, Captains Jeb Baki and Jason Stelrichter.
I'll move to approve as presented.
Motion by Lassie,
Second.
second by Anderson. Any discussion?
Glenn, you want to explain why we didn't do the review on this?
When, on the ambulance side, we had people that were, two people or 3 people for a position. On the fire department, after we found out there was nobody running opposed here, so talking with the phone call that was put out to Joel, we didn't have to do interviews on these because there was nobody, so we didn't have to come up with it. So there was no interviews on those individuals. And that's where that happened.
And very qualified too.
Yeah, they're very qualified. It wasn't, like, we didn't have, we had to interview,
Right.
so,
Thank you all for that applied.
yes.
Okay, roll call please.
Lassie,
Yes.
Sweattick,
Aye.
Hoheisel,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes,
Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. New business, 2022 City of Babbitt Incident Accident Summary.
I'll move to accept it.
Okay, motion by Lassie, do we have a
Okay.
second by Hoheisel? Any discussion?
I'd love to, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Accept the recreation letter of resignation from Roger Waxlax.
Motion to accept.
Motion by Swedajewski,
Second.
second by Lassie. Any discussion?
send a letter of recommendation.
Letter of thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approve the 2020 ambulance write-offs. 2022 write-offs.
Yeah, basically, we're stuck on these, there's nothing we can do. It's a normal yearly procedure.
What was it last?
Make a motion to accept the write-offs for 2022.
Motion by Hoheisel, second by Lassie. Discussion? Do we know what it was last year?
Yep, they're down on the bottom of 11C.
10,000.
Last year was 10,000 more? I missed that. All right, roll call please.
Lassie,
Yes.
Sweattick,
Aye.
Hoheisel,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries.
Can I say one thing I
Yes,
should have said before? I will take this letter to the Rams board with our write-offs and stuff. We have held several meetings on this with state officials and stuff, talking about Medicare reimbursement. So with this, I will take this with me at the next one and make sure that when we have that meeting about ambulances, show them what we have written off over all these years. And it's a large amount.
Lot of money.
Lot of money. So Medicare has not upped their rates for many, many years, and that's one of the things all the ambulance services are looking at. So I'll make sure that we actually get this put into a file for Babbitt.
You're looking at 10 years, probably around $1 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. We did roll call on that already, right?
yep.
Okay. Approve John Chanette to volunteer at the arena when Caitlin is unavailable.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Swedajewski. Do we have a
Second.
By Hoheisel. Any discussion?
He has run Zamboni before, so he knows how to run one. Probably needs
He'll
some
probably need some training.
training to
Yeah.
make sure it's ours. But
He's gonna be driving?
Yeah, unfortunately. But he has run them before.
Okay, roll call please.
Lassie,
Yes.
Sweattick,
Aye.
Hoheisel.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Approve payment number 13 to Wagner Construction.
I'll move the approval.
Second.
Motion by Lassie, second by Swedajewski. Any discussion? Yes, Jason?
I just want to let everyone know what that payment application is. It goes along with the next item, which is substantial completion. Wagner requested that as the city be taking over operation of the administration building. That pay application is, they had requested at this point, they have a punch list of items to complete, but requested a reduction of project retainage. The city was holding about 5% of the contract, which was $266,000. They requested that amount get reduced to 1%. I reviewed the list of stuff that's left with Tony, and we agreed that 2% was more reasonable based on the work remaining. So that releases retainage with the exception of about $100,000 that the city will hold until the project is 100% complete.
That was quite a list. You went out there, you both, and you got most of it done, huh?
Yeah, we believe, the way the contract states is once they reach substantial completion, the way to negotiate retainage is about 200% the value of the work remaining. We feel there's about $50,000 worth of work left, hence we're holding about $100,000 back.
As it should be.
Yep.
Inside of the building looking good and
Just about, Master Ray's gotta come put base on yet, and the countertop needs to be replaced yet, but otherwise, most of the inside of the building is complete.
Even that shower and the shower area and everything?
There's a couple of things they still need to do for grouting. They fixed that handicap stall that was incorrect.
Right.
So they But yeah, there's still stuff to complete, but it's, at this point, it's, the mechanical system's operational, and they're requesting the substantial completion at this point, which we feel is.
So we'll be holding back 100,000?
106,000, yes.
Okay.
To cover around $50,000 worth
Right.
of work.
Okay.
Okay, any further discussion?
Lassie,
Yes.
Swedechowski.
Aye.
Hoheisel.
This is just on payment 13?
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Authorized signatures for certificate of substantial completion with Wagner Construction.
You agree with that, Jason?
Yes, at this point I do. The date established is December 13th.
Motion authorized.
Motion by Swedechowski. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Anderson. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Lassie.
Yes.
Swedechowski.
Aye.
Hoheisel.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Zupansich.
Yes. Motion carries. I'd like to take a couple minutes. I didn't do it in the beginning because
Bring the tissues down here.
I got it right here. I got it right here. I'd like to thank everyone, and I had to take notes so I can stay focused. So I'd like to thank everyone for the past 10 years, 8 of them as mayor. It's already starting.
Want me to read it for you?
No. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve the town and the citizens of Babbitt. I learned a great deal, accomplished a lot for the city and northern Minnesota in that time, and Babbitt should be absolutely proud of that. Representing the city in local and regional meetings, forums, in St. Paul, and even in Washington 3 times has been an honor. I can proudly say that people now know where Babbitt is. I pray that North Shore opens sooner than later, and that Twin and PolyMed come into fruition as well. I thank both of those companies for sticking to it like they have, and hope the administration opens their eyes to domestic minerals. I will still remain on the boards of Up North Jobs and Jobs for Minnesotans, and who knows what the future will bring. But right now I plan on expanding my business, services, and another office in Tower. So I'm getting a few certificates under my license and under my belt, and also babysitting on Fridays, which is a great joy. I'm excited to see the new council. It will be great to see the new perspective, and there'll be a learning curve for them, so be patient, and I'm sure they're just as nervous and excited to work with the city of Babbitt. I've always felt that Babbitt is a great and special town, and it has so much to offer, and I hope all of you do as well.
Take a breath.
The campground is amazing, and it will complement the. This is horrible. Compliment. Oh, excuse me. Compliment the landing as well, and then Representative Dill helped us with that boat landing. That's what started and launched everything. I've had the privilege to meet and work with so many people in the last years, including 2 U.S. administrations, as well as 5 different councils, and then many other people throughout the entire region. So I want to thank you, Councilman, the City of Babbitt staff, the citizens of Babbitt, for the honor and privilege it has been to work for you. I can't wait to see what you're able to do and accomplish in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam
And it's on camera.
Yeah, oh God.
The apple didn't fall far from the tree either.
I forgot my camera. Okay, so on that note, I'd like to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Okay, motion by Swedajewski, second by Hoheisel to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting is adjourned.
Great job.
Thank you.
EDA.
Okay, now we go into EDA.